welcome to episode 56 of New Meta. I'm your host, Stan, otherwise known as the Magic T. Joining me, Taco. Do you prefer being called Marco or Taco? What do you reckon?
Marco, Taco. You can say both.
Takao.
Takao. I love me some tacos. H the Husky here.
Marco Taco Bell.
Taco Bell instead of StarCraft. 10 minutes.
Yeah.
A reference only Stan out of maybe the few hundred people that listen will understand.
Well, I bet a lot of Dota fans know and watched Husky StarCraft, but did they watch Heart of the Swarm Beta Masters gameplay? That's the question. Because if they didn't, then they won't get that reference. So yeah.
If they haven't dived deep into the beta replays.
It's a shame that the video's lost to the reference is forever lost. You can't go back and watch it.
I'm pretty sure I got a bookmark of it.
Well, he deleted all of his videos, so...
Did he now?
Why?
I thought he deleted all of his videos.
Oof. I hope not. I just want to, in 10 years' time, I want to go back and be like, wow, H to the Husky.
Yeah, I think his channel's gone.
That's so deep if that's true. Well, anyway, that's a sad note to start the podcast.
Well, his girlfriend or his wife is a really famous cooking YouTuber.
Yeah.
And so he just does that instead. He produces that. And I think he just got rid of his channel.
Yeah, I remember when he first hooked up with this other YouTuber girl, and then he just became like a cooking sidekick instead of the pinnacle of StarCraft YouTube, and it was just the saddest fall from grace. I suppose you can't commentate on Heart of the Swarm Beta gameplay forever, so there you go. Adam, how have your games been? You almost told us about your ranked support, and Marco stopped you and said the listeners want to hear about this.
Save it for the pod.
Yeah.
Well, I just decided to do a couple ranked solo support, try to get that calibration going. And it felt really good. Got a Crystal Maiden win, bumped up to level 17, one away from Platinum tier. Felt kind of cool.
Nice.
And then won that game, played another one, and it's a 55-minute loss. And then I was just like, I don't know why I play this game. I had more GPM than my 1-position Slark as a 5-position Crystal Maiden.
Oh my god. I don't know if the pod's got enough time for this tangent, but I genuinely, I'm calling out position 1 players as the worst players in Dota. I feel like every time I lose a game of Dota, I always just want to blame my position 1. I swear, you'll always see, my position 1 has the worst KDA and the worst GPM in the game. It's never the offlaner. It's rarely even the mid. I know people like to complain about mids. Even the 4 and the 5, they always play pretty well. But 1, so hit and miss.
My Slark was stuck in the past.
That Stan doesn't play.
I play 1 more than I play 5.
I know how to take responsibility.
Have you seen me play Naga Siren?
I tap out, so I don't have to watch.
See my Sven?
Sven.
His Sven is decent.
Thank you, Adam. Do you not have a clip of that Sven game that we played Party where I got that game-winning Stormhammer? Do you remember that?
Kind of do remember that. That was a sick game.
I'd much rather have Stan play 1 than support.
Yeah, that is true. I've got 3 support calibration games left, and I probably might just leave it on 1, just as it comes up on your feed what you calibrated, even though it doesn't show on your profile. Yeah. Still gives the little feed ding, so just for the good of the pod, I feel like I might just have to stay uncalibrated, because no one wants to see the ugly state of my feed when that notification pops up for my support MMR. 3 to go. Today's ep topic then, how to have fun with Dota. Is this, Marco, the most important pod topic we've ever done?
Probably not.
Probably. Way to sell it. Way too sell it.
Marco's still waiting for the how to hit creeps episode.
Yeah,
how to last hit creeps.
That just tips ahead of having fun when playing Dota is getting that little jingle of coins when you last hit a creep.
How to open the last hit trainer in the Dota 2 client. That's That's the episode he wants us to do.
Yeah. In all seriousness, obviously, fun is kind of the point of playing the game, so it's worth spending some time on. Plus, it's quite a fun topic for us to discuss. I personally have been having quite a bit of fun recently, just trying new heroes, basically, in unranked, which is one of the things I wanted to bring to the table to this discussion, is trying new heroes, and also the way in which you should, not should, because we're talking about fun, but the way in which I've tried to play new heroes recently is not just like play a random unranked solo or party where I just pick Morphling and read the spells in strategy time and then like have a game, but also just when you're in a bit of a lost streak or like a bit disillusioned with the game, actually consciously trying to like add a hero to your pool. You know, like watch a couple of replays, then play a couple of times in unranked or however many times till you feel comfortable, then back yourself to play it in a ranked as well, and just basically try and learn a hero rather than just play it once. I actually think that process is one of the most fun things you can do in Dota. I don't know what your thoughts on that or something else that you think is a good fun thing to do in the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I kind of get, like, what is it, like hero cravings, I guess?
Yeah.
Heroes I want to play. But it's like you say, I'll load into a game, try to do an unranked with it, and then somebody will hover over the role or they'll just take it. Like, unranked is kind of a risky thing now since you can't ranked rolls it or can't roll queue it. So, and I don't want to try out heroes in ranked. So, yeah, I just don't know. Like, were you in that game when we had the 5-position pudge?
No.
And I got debated, or no? We were in a game together where I wanted to play 4. And then I had the enemy jungle highlighted because that's what you do for 4.
Yeah.
And then someone highlighted our jungle and just took Tiny so that I had to play 5 in an unranked game. And I was like, man.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do think learning a hero is the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm always hesitant when we talk about if you want to climb, limit your hero pool and all this, master a few heroes, play just one role. And yeah, in the competitive sense, that's probably best, but you do miss out on so much value, I feel, from the game. Like, if you can play every hero, you just got there's more choice. And every hero is so amazing, apart from techies.
Yeah.
It's kind of bad to not try them. And like you say, the process of learning them, figuring out how they work, that would be fun. It's been ages since I was in that position, but I think being able to play every hero is super, super rewarding.
You're saying you can play every hero? Is that what?
To be fair, I've not played Brewstroke.
Just casually throwing out that it's been so many years since I've been in a position where I've had to learn a hero. But to be honest, you can't have every hero, like, quote unquote, in the pool, because I feel like when I learn a new hero,
ranked pool, no.
Yeah. So when I say like play a new hero, it's like actually learn the hero rather than just play it in like 1 or even just 2 games. And it's kind of like
to be familiar, like past familiar, like in depth.
Yeah, just like a fleeting flirtation with the hero is a bit meh. Like, if you're like, say you're on like a 4 loss streak in solo ranked or however many, and you're just like, oh, today or this week or something, I'm just going to play a couple. The games I play aren't going to be ranked. If you just play a random unranked and pick a random hero, it's like you're probably just going to have a bad game because you don't care at all about the outcome, and that's like never a position you want to be in. Whereas if you are trying to learn a hero and trying to add it, maybe not necessarily add it to your pool, but like trying to learn it, understand it, and play well with it, that gives you a reason to play a game, even if it's just an unranked game. And then you'll definitely have fun doing that. So yeah, it's not just about picking a random hero and unranked, because that's probably going to be a bad game, right? Yeah,
every unranked solo game I've played this week or in the past couple weeks has been just a travesty. I don't know why it is that way, but
mine have been pretty good, to be fair. I played a couple of solo ranks. I've played a couple of games of Zeus because I've been trying to learn a bit of Zeus. Those games were pretty fun. Zeus plus late game hero is a combination that I'm liking, because you just push waves out with Q and you just delay the game so long. And man, that W spell pretty strong when you max out and just turn up at a side lane. It's like, bow. You now have half of your health with my 10 whatever 5-second cooldown spell. I don't know what the cooldown is, but yeah.
Sounds like you need to play some more Zeus games.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking Zeus fraud. Don't know the W cooldown.
I don't know. I've been playing unranked, and it's just been like 5-stack versus 2-1-2 with me being the 1, and then I look after, and it's like rank 200s. I don't know if they're visual bug. It's a visual bug or what, but everyone's like immortal. I'm just like, why am I in this? Is like no one queue this? I think that is what it is. No one queues unranked solo.
Well, not at your level.
My level's not even high, sir. I'm Ancient 7. I'm a scrub.
Top like 10, 20%.
I got to get back to Divine to make this podcast
top 10, 20%.
Listenable.
That's more than
Isn't that what?
More than that. A lot more than that. Well, I mean, when I was Divine 1 last season, I was top 2%, and Adam's higher than me.
Divine 1?
Divine 5 was top 1.
Yeah, man. Divine 1 is top 2% last season when it ended. I mean, unranked is so hit and miss because some people just literally don't care about the game. Like, me and Marco played 2 unranked games today, and they were both kind of...
They're both fun.
They were both fun, that's true, but they were both kind of trashy. Like, you know, we had dual mid, and... To be fair, the most recent game was quite fun, but even that was like kind of mega stomp.
Into
feed fest,
can we feed and can Razor on our team give enough Divine Rapiers to the enemy team that we lose? But
yeah. We had a Razor who was like the most dedicated rager of all time. Not only did he rage and sell all his items, while we were 15k up or something? We were 15k up and he sold all his items. And then he proceeded to spend the next 20 minutes. It's the best farming pattern he'd probably ever done. He spent the next 15 minutes farming a rapier to feed to the enemy team. That is some dedication right there. I mean, that's a guy that really wants to ruin. And then the Winter Wyvern, the enemy Winter Wyvern, who was a position 5, ended up with, 2 rapiers and Mjolnir or something?
Yeah, because the enemy anti-mage who went mech Divine Rapier also dropped a rapier.
The enemy AM. Yeah. Enemy AM, the mech rapier build. So yeah, that's sort of top 1% unranked.
That sounds fun.
Right there. It was fun. It went like
52 minutes.
Yeah. I had to play Crystal Maiden, so don't give me your sob stories about playing 5 in unranked. It was a single draft, and I'd like marked Morphling safe lane, and then no one else had supports, and it was the saddest concede basically that I guess I have to play CM then. It's pretty fun though. Any other things to talk about in terms of having fun with Dota? Like, what kind of things do you think are some of the most fun things to try? Not necessarily playing new heroes, but
I think unranked is honestly often 20 times more fun than playing ranked. I imagine a lot of the listeners are ranked players, but I don't know if you want to just relax a little bit. Get a party, go on unranked, play that kind of more fun hero that you might be a bit scared to play normally, try learning a new hero. The pressure is just that bit less, and also the pressure on yourself is that bit less when you're in unranked because there's not this precious MMR on the line, so you can naturally enjoy it a bit more. I wouldn't play unranked all the time because the game quality is lower and it's not as competitive, whatever, but as a now and then, it can be refreshing.
When you're playing an unranked game, say it's solo or a party, you just think, just play a hero you think's fun, and I guess it's just automatically going to be a bit more fun than ranked, I suppose.
Yeah, being with party in particular. If I was playing solo,
a hero that you... Or, sorry.
If I was playing solo, I would just get Shaker and just fly around.
Or Mars.
Yeah, or Mars.
I just think you just pick it, even if it's a hero you play a lot, try a different build. Skill build, item build, try something a little more wonky. It might actually be decent. And there are other game modes. There's random draft. There's single draft.
All random.
Outside of low prio single draft. Single draft, I used to be like a god at. You know how Dota buff keeps your stats
game
of all the different modes. And it's single draft didn't used to be like the low prio thing. So you actually had to queue that. And I had something like a 70% win rate in single draft. But then every other mode, it was like one of those really weird statistical anomalies. I don't know why single draft was that much better, but it was kind of cool to look at.
I've played all random probably maybe 10 times, and I've randomed Meepo twice, and he's my most played hero by a mile. So I don't know if there's some weird Valve algorithm going on or whether that's just a coincidence, but...
well, they got rid of your lowest 25 heroes, I think.
Is that the case for all random as well? Or is that just the random button? I don't know. I'm not sure.
I think it is.
Okay. Well, that makes
all random
a
used to be
more sense.
The only mode I played. That was a lot of fun, actually. But then they killed randoming, or the all random mode itself, because you don't get anything.
Yeah.
Or you can't can't trade anymore either, or something.
I'm not sure. It's been so long since I played it. I don't know if you can swap. You only get one random, right? You don't get two anymore?
Yeah, I think that's it too.
The double random was a fun one.
Yeah, because you would start off with 825 gold, and then you would re-random once. You got 725 gold, and then you could trade. And now I think you just random and you can't swap. And
interesting.
You don't get gold. You get I don't even know it. I think all random you actually don't even get those bonus things. Like what is it now? A mango and a
fairy fire.
Fairy fire. I don't even know if you get those now. We need to play all random.
We should play all random, yeah. It makes me want to play it. Another thing, just to add to what you can do with unranked, if you're that's just fun basically, is similar to what Adam was saying about trying a new build, but go and watch a replay on YouTube of any hero that you find interesting. Watch exactly what the pro players does, watch the build they do, and then literally just go into your unranked game trying to replicate it to the best of your ability. Trying to do that gives you enough of a reason and enough of an investment in the game where you're not just mindlessly playing an unranked game that you're basically waiting for the first thing to go wrong and then you just zone out. If you're trying to follow a build and follow a play style, that's a very fun thing to do. I tried to do that. I played an unranked game I think yesterday as OD, trying the new Veil build that everyone's talking about. And that was a lot of fun because it's not something that I've played loads of OD, never gone this Veil build. I had no idea how you're supposed to play with it. I just watched a replay on 2x speed of, I can't remember who it was, but some OD doing this new build. And trying to follow that is a really good sort of stimulus going into a game. Because like I said, if you just play a game mindlessly, even if it's unranked with no pressure or whatever, for me at least, I'm probably not going to have fun because I've got no reason to play.
Yeah, watch Bulldog. I kind of like his approach to the game because he'll just try. I mean, because he's so much better than everyone. If it's a party game, he's not going to try hard to pick heroes. He's going to pick something fun, do something different. Like today, I watched him do offlane Invoker, only Wex Exhort build. I was like, that looks like a lot of fun. Maybe I'll play Invoker because I'll just do right-click Invoker and then try and hit Sunstrikes. And, it looked fun. I think it's a nice way of approaching the game. Maybe you're not better than everyone, but it is a cool way of doing it. Just something a little wonky.
And of course, we haven't talked about the most fun thing to do with Dota when you can't win is just play on your Smurf. Kappa?
I thought you were going to say Dota Run.
Oh, Dota Run. That is actually...
I was waiting for Overthrow, yeah.
That is a classic shout. I mean, yeah, Marco is a big Overthrow fan. I'm not that bothered about Overthrow. I love Dota Run. And what's the other
Pure
one that we play all the
Reflex.
time? Pure Reflex. That's a classic, yeah. If anyone wants to challenge the new Meta Pod Squad at Pure Reflex, then please make yourself known on the Discord. Imagine how cool a Pure Reflex tournament would be. That'd be so sick. It used to be a thing, right? I'm sure Bulldog used to play pros and S4 and the founder of Pure Reflex, the creator and all that. And that was some good content right there. Pure Reflex is a strong game. But let's be real, given our Discord, it's probably going to... Well, not given our Discord, but given the Dota player base, it's probably more likely we get a Dota Run tournament, which I'd be equally as down for.
That would be sick.
Dota Run
Get
is
like
so
an 8-man
funny.
Dota Run.
Yeah. Dota Run is fun. Apart from those blimmin' Spirit Breakers, they are the worst. Yeah.
Yep. Like the blue shell.
Yeah. So, I have prepared a Dota tier list in terms of the funnest heroes, ranked in 5 different tiers. So, I guess S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier. And I want to run them through with you two, and you can give your thoughts. I've got 5 that I'm not able to place that I want your opinions of. So, starting off the bat, Marco, what do you think are the most fun heroes? Can you guess any heroes that are in the S tier? Or heroes you would consider the most fun heroes in Dota? And this is under the assumption that, like, a base level of skill. So, for example, we're assuming when you say Chen, it's like if you are okay at Chen. If you know what I mean. Not just some random first game of Chen.
I mean, how many are in this tier?
So,
are we going through all 117? Or?
There's 13 in tier S. We're not going through every hero, but I'll go through all of them for the S tier.
Do you want me to rinse off a few that I'm thinking of?
Yeah, all right. What's the most fun hero in Dota, do you think? I mean, obviously it's mega subjective, so.
Yeah, Pudge
is in there.
Invoker.
Sure,
surely in there?
Yeah, Pudge and Invoker are in there.
Yikes.
So many buttons to press when you play Invoker. I mean, I hate Invoker as much as the next man, but...
Spells equals fun.
Ember Spirit?
Ember is up there, yeah. Ember is an S-tier fun hero.
Earthshake with Ags?
Earthshake is in there, yeah.
Nice.
Earthshake is an undisputed fun hero.
If you get an Echo on 5 heroes, that is one of life's greatest pleasures.
Yeah.
Adam, you can jump in if you think.
Rubik.
Rubik is there, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good shout.
So we've only got about half of this S tier.
What about Wind Ranger?
No. Wind Ranger's A tier. Wind Ranger's A tier. Next tier down. I don't think Wind Ranger's not fun enough. There's no crazy mechanics.
I like mobile
skill
heroes.
shots.
Yeah, mobile heroes are up there, yeah.
Dark Willow?
No, Dark Willow is A tier. It's just, compared to the others, I don't know if it's that.
Yeah, it's a bit sweatier.
There's only one controversial hero that I might have to downgrade on your council.
Have you put in Meepo or something?
No, I mean, Meepo's firmly S tier. There's no... Meepo's definitely S tier. He's so fun. Just if you can play the hero.
If you can play the hero.
I know another one. Storm Spirit.
Storm Spirit is S tier, yeah. So, I mean, Mars is... I put Mars up there.
Yeah.
Mars is very fun. I put Tiny up there.
Do you reckon?
Tiny's pretty fun.
You're blowing up heroes. If you have a good game.
Here's... I'll save the controversial one to the end that I'm probably already thinking of downgrading. I think undisputedly Earth Spirit is an S tier fun hero if you can... If you're a vague Earth Spirit player, that is a fun hero. Not convinced by the Earth Spirit.
I'm not convinced.
Okay, what were you reckon?
Because I'm not even vague level of Earth Spirit, so I just can't see how...
You can't say... Yeah, to be fair, I've got 5 that I can't say. I put Puck up there. Puck's pretty fun.
Yeah, that's true. Very elusive and mobile.
I put Morphling.
Although all these are heroes I can't play, so it just feels bad that all the S tier heroes are...
Morphling's too hard to make S tier.
As in, there's too many games where he's just not fun.
I feel like he needs too much mental power to pull off.
Like Pudge, you just need
Yeah, Pudge is the most. You need no mental power. You just need one leveling hook, and you just run around the map throwing hooks.
Yeah. The last hero is Clockwork, but not sure about that. Not sure about that. Clockwork might need to get bumped down.
That's not S tier.
Yeah, it might not be S tier levels of fun.
I mean, skill shots, that's your...
If a hero has a skill shot, it definitely helps it. Mobility definitely helps it. Lots of buttons to press definitely helps it.
What about Mirana then?
I was thinking that, but it's only
Mirana.
one hard skill shot, not super.
You've got one skill shot and one vague mobility spell, and the ult is boring, and the Q is boring.
Yeah, I wouldn't
But
put
you
her
can
S
leap. You can leap.
Yeah. Leap Schmeep. Not sure about
What about Monkey Man?
that. Monkey is A tier.
Yeah,
he's pretty fun.
Yeah, I think that's a good A tier.
Jingu's a fun passive. Passives are usually a negative for this, but Jingu's pretty fun. Tree Dance is really fun, especially when you get the talent. And you can use your ult. Ult is pretty fun. Monkey's just quite a fun hero.
And you can be a courier.
And you can be a courier, yeah. Can you... Let's run through some of the least fun heroes in Dota.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I've got this D tier, and there's a couple more heroes in the D tier than in the S tier. Let's hear your least fun heroes.
I wonder where you'll put techies, because maybe that hero is fun. I literally have never played it. Planting mines on the map would be fun.
I think if we're using the criteria of an okay techies player, it's S tier.
No, it's.
I think you have to be really good at it.
Because that's the only reason why people play it. It's because it's fun.
Yeah, but everyone has their favorite hero. Like we would put, I don't know, like for example, I've got Arc Warden as in the fourth category rather, 4 out of 5, as in near the bottom. But some people spam Arc Warden. It's like the funnest hero. Maybe Arc Warden should be in the middle category, actually. I might change that. But like techies, for the average player, if they play techies, they're not going to have fun.
Yeah.
And I mean the average player that, if they were okay at techies. I mean, I've played a few techies games. I put him in the bottom just because...
I think he's amazing, but I don't play him. I don't have very many games, but I think he's like an absolute blast to play.
Yeah, maybe.
I wonder if you have this hero in the bottom because of old connotations. I think Lich back in the day would have been 5, but now with the new Frost Shield and Sinister Gaze, I don't think Lich should be in the bottom.
Lich is in the bottom.
I don't think he should be in the bottom.
Old Lich was one of my favorites.
I can't look at a hero called Lich and not put him in the bottom tier. Just because of... It's just Lich, you know what I mean? It's like,
we could have denied those range creeps. That was S tier gameplay.
That was seriously dull gameplay.
That was my favorite.
But his spells are still really boring.
No, they've changed massively. He used to have that sacrifice and frost armor. You just put it on someone and it's literally just armor. Now that frost armor
that's
has
a boring spell
capacity. You get kills. That's fun. And then Sinister Gaze is major lockdown as well. More offensive, good fun times.
Maybe.
Definitely shouldn't be 5th.
Well, Chen is obviously D
Chen
tier.
is obviously 5th.
No, Chen. I like a bit of Chen action.
What?
Chen's in the middle for me.
What? 3?
I don't even...
You get to control creeps. That's part of the criteria. Buttons to press.
Yeah, you
heroes to
can't even
control.
get good creeps until like level 5.
Yeah.
I'm not being lectured on what's fun by a Wraith King spammer. And a Venno spammer. I mean, Marco's a Wraith King spammer.
I'm not a Wraith King spammer. I'll spam.
I've got a Wraith King and Venno in the bottom tier as well.
Wraith King's way fun.
Now I'm just triggered.
Yeah,
Wraith King has no spell.
You take my Lich, you take my Venno. Are you going to tell me Crystal Maiden's in the bottom too?
No, Crystal Maiden's... I've got Crystal Maiden A tier.
Yeah, Crystal Maiden's got spells.
You're going to say Drow is in the bottom tier?
Yeah.
No, Drow's in the 4th tier, 4 out of 5, not the bottom
How's
tier.
Drow not 5th?
Because you've got a Gust and you just do loads of damage.
And you help the team.
Maybe Drow is bottom tier just based off the spells, because they are pretty boring.
Yeah, she is just a creep.
Yeah, okay. I can get behind that. I guess if Wraith King's in the bottom tier, then I've got to put Drow in there. To be fair, Wraith King's got skeletons now. Maybe Wraith King gets...
He's got 2 lives. He jumps in.
That's
not just
interesting, though.
Tell your list of what's at the bottom, because I'm not guessing.
I need to figure out. Let's have some other guesses.
There are a couple controversial ones that I had to think about for a while. I wasn't sure about. But there are some obvious ones, I think, that have to be in there.
Warlock?
Warlock is in there, yeah. Snorlock.
It's a bit harsh, but he is pretty snory. You've got one cool ult every 3 minutes. That's it.
Speaking of snory...
Skadoosa.
Yeah.
I think maybe Underlord's 4th tier and Venomancer's 4th tier, but
Underlord is in. I did put Underlord in the boring category. The
Yeah.
most boring.
What about Doom?
Doom, I actually
Pretty
put
boring.
one up. Doom is
Yeah.
boring. I put him in 4 out of 5. I put Lycan in the least fun category. I mean, he's got the highest win rate in Dota for literally ever since I've started playing, and his pick rate's still 2%. I don't think this guy's that fun. You literally don't fire at any point. The Dream Lycan game is 0-0-0, and you take the throne at 15 minutes. That's just not a fun. The most fun thing you do all game is bind your Necronomicons to a hotkey. That's like the most fun thing you do. I mean, this hero is so boring. One of the heroes I've got in here is actually a hero I play a lot. And I'm not talking about Underlord.
in the 5th tier that you play a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it Viper?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I think Viper is probably pretty boring because what does this guy do? You just get green.
He goes in for a 1-by-kill. That's what he does.
That's true, yeah. I put Ogre Magi in this tier as well.
I think on core, Ogre could be fun.
Are we just talking
Fuck,
about how
maybe.
fun their spells are? Like, because
It's
as
a
a
mix.
5 position, I love walking up and just bopping people with Ogre, and I think that's S tier fun.
Yeah,
They can't do
maybe you should
anything,
give
you
more
just
respect
bop.
to Ogre.
That is true. He's got 5 HP regen, loads of armor. So in the lane, it is quite fun to just run at people. Maybe I need to give that more respect. I've also got Undying in this, because Undying is boring.
See, I think taking strength and then just popping people at level 2 with your
Yeah, and Dying's not
soul rip
Yeah.
is so fun.
But the problem with Undying is you're just not a hero after like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't know about that. I put Tree and Protector in this tier as well. Tree is pretty boring. I feel like though,
Yeah.
if you have to be so good at Tree to make him to make him fun, I think.
Yeah.
If you're just if you take the average player that occasionally plays Tree,
Yeah.
the gameplay is just not fun. I also put, well, go on.
Yeah, the average tree game, the fun is derived from walking through trees and using your ult to hold everyone in place
Yeah.
for 2 seconds. That's it.
Yeah, that is literally it.
Because he is a hard hero.
I just think I hear a lot of support bias that's coming from
I mean, I
I'm gonna
put
stand over
Lycan, Viper, Deucer, Wraith King, Luna. I put in this category just
I
because.
think you could put a lot of ones in the bottom because they are just creep simulators.
But
I'm thinking
There's
like
quite a few ones. We've got Ember Spirit, Morphling.
yeah, but say more hard carries like even Lifestealer and Naga. Are they fun? Like, what are you doing? You're hitting creeps
They're both
for a
in the
long
4th tier.
time.
Yeah.
They're pretty dull.
It depends on where you derive your fun, though. Maybe you derive your fun from being an illusion hero as a player and just shoving waves as Naga.
Hitting creeps.
I don't know.
I got Krob in this tier as well.
I'd put that there as well, yeah. Krob is fucking dull.
Death Prophet for all you people that
Luna,
don't
though,
know.
if you think of them on Magic build, that could be S tier.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Luna
but-
Magic build's fun.
That's like
Machine
saying, yeah, I suppose so, but that's like,
Anyone on steroids is fun.
yeah. I put Visage in this tier as well, similar to Lycan. You just don't. I mean, I guess you have bird. Maybe it goes up. Maybe it's not at the worst tier because it's got birds.
Yeah, so there's more action,
So,
more things.
Maybe that's C tier rather than D tier because there's birds. There's more to do. Interestingly, you mentioned. I'll come to the 5 heroes that I want you to place for me to complete the list. But you mentioned that a lot of carries are going to be boring, and a few of them dodge to this D tier, but loads of them turn up in this C tier. These like AFK hit creep heroes, Lifestealer, Drow Ranger, Lone Druid. I don't know about that one. Maybe Lone Druid's pretty fun if you know what you're doing.
I mean, I
That's a
think
D tier hero
D tier
it's
Lone
actually-
Druid.
because it's the worst hero in Dota right now.
DLC.
So it's not good or fun.
Yeah, I've got
Two
Naga Siren, PL, Razor, Spectre, Terrorblade, Troll, Warlord, all in that C
You
category.
see,
So
Razor's
top
S
carries.
tier. I don't know what you're on about. Razor is one of the most fun heroes.
Razor's definitely more fun than the others because he can be active and
Yeah, that's true.
get involved. Troll, PL, pretty dull, just farmers. I'd agree. Spec, pretty dull. It's fun when you get haunt off and you get active, but for the most part, it's pretty dull. Abaddon, could we put... I feel like he would be pretty boring because what is your purpose? It's just to spam Q on someone.
Yeah, he's in C tier currently.
C? Oh, I'd say D.
You get to save people with W.
Who cares about saving your allies? Was the
Yeah, see, that's what...
Nah, semi-kidding, but saving someone with your shield's not...
I always liked throwing out Qs and then, denying yourself.
Denying yourself is quite fun.
Yeah, but that's...
I don't know what you think about this one, but what about Tidehunter? Because if he didn't have Ravage, he would be like the worst hero in Dota history.
Yeah.
New Anchor Smash is fun. New Anchor Smash is a lot of fun.
That's clutching at straws when you're trying to tell me Anchor Smash is fun.
Well, if you go like... because it applies, on hit effects now, so that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
But, yes... The entire point of the hero is like, hey, look at me, you can stun me, and then I take a lot of damage and it gets purged off. Like, that's the hero.
Yeah, it's true. Here are some heroes that I want you to place for me. The first one is a hero that I've never played. Well, there's two heroes I've never played. One of them is Brewmaster. Where is Brewmaster going? A, B, C, or D, or S, I suppose?
C.
C. Really?
I think a Brew player would at least put it B, if not A. Because you get three spirits.
Is it A equal S?
No, S is... No. S, A, B, C, D.
Oh, B for Brew. Middle.
B for Brew.
B for Brew.
Okay. Is it... I mean, I guess this hero is just the ult.
Yeah, I think outside the ult, he's still got a bit of... He's like a cool character. He can be quite... in people's face, pretty fun to wield. I
love the way the character's suddenly relevant.
Yeah, man. I used to play Brood quite a lot in Dota 1. I thought it was cool, slapping people.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's playing quite a bit.
Shadow Demon?
S tier right now, because you just melt people.
Is he an A tier? Is he an A tier support?
Nah, I'd say
I think he is quite fun as a support because he's very different in that the Shadow Poison is like a mini game, and like building up Shadow Poison stacks is actually quite fun.
Yeah, if he press a lot of buttons.
It is,
if he was just a disruption, not fun. But it is kind of fun in and of itself, like the saves. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
What's the W called?
Soul Catcher.
Yeah, new Soul Catcher. That's too sweaty of a spell, though. Too good.
Okay. Shadow Demon's going into A tier. Brewmaster's going into B tier. That leaves us with 3. Dragon Knight. I'm not sure about this guy because I think I originally put him in C. I wondered if anyone had any opinions on that because it's kind of a weird hero. I feel like he's really boring, but then I know Marco sometimes plays him.
I think it's hard to put him above C.
D tier as a knight, A tier as a dragon.
Even in his dragon,
S tier as black dragon.
Yeah. With Bloodlust, you're S, and Ag, you're definitely S tier. But in his dragon form, it is cool and stuff, but it's still a kind of a clunky hero.
Yeah, he's pretty slow.
Hard to get stuff done unless you're a God gamer.
Where's he going? C tier?
I would have said C.
Yeah, C.
I prefer the number system. I feel like it's clearer. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, 0.4.
But what am I supposed to say? 1 tier?
No, the 4th tier. That's how a tier list works. It's S tier.
Well, yeah, S is just 1.
Yeah.
S means super tier. Yeah, it's like the...
Yeah. It's just that A isn't 1, so I prefer the numbers.
Yeah, because
do you want me to say A? Do you want me to say A star instead of A? Instead of S?
No.
Okay. No, we don't want that. We don't need that kind of bias in this discussion.
All right.
4th tier for DK.
Okay. Centaur Warrunner. This hero's underratedly fun. I was thinking A tier / 2nd tier.
Yeah, I'd say B for certain, i.e. the 3rd tier.
Yeah. This is so contrived now. Why is it so complicated?
I don't like number tiers. It doesn't make sense.
He's in 3 for certain.
Okay.
Does he deserve to get into the second tier?
A tier.
A Stomp is fun.
Stomp is fun.
Double
Stampede
Edge
is fun.
Stomp
Retaliate
is
is
fun.
fun in the lane. Retaliate is really fun in the lane. When you
I
have
prefer old spell.
what return,
What, the passive?
Yeah, Return was a lot more fun because you would kill towers.
but you still does that with Retaliate.
Yeah, but it did more damage. It was better.
Yeah, you get when you get 13 Retaliate stacks and you just bop someone with them in the lane. That is fun.
Yeah, that is kind of fun.
Yeah,
I think I'm partial to strength heroes being fun. Like the tankiness is what makes it fun. So
yeah.
I do think he's kind of A tier.
It's fun when you get like Heart Crimson and you've
Blink
got 5k
initiators are
HP.
fun.
That is true.
Blink
Alright.
initiators are fun.
I'm putting Centaur in A tier. You got Stampede as a fun spell. So there you go.
Ag
A tier.
Stampede, very fun.
Does it still go over stuff? Can you still
Yeah, go
unobstructed
over
vision?
stuff. Yeah.
Well, that's good. This leaves us with one hero that I'm yet to place on this list, and that is another strength hero. I don't know if you'd count this hero as tanky. It certainly can be, and that's Phoenix. I think I've played one game of Phoenix in my life, and it seems... Part of me thinks this hero is really boring. Some part of me thinks this hero could be fun because you've got Icarus Dive and Supernova.
It does have built-in tension.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, when you're egg, that's like a tension moment every time.
Yeah.
Man, I've
What do you
got an
reckon?
unbelievable Phoenix record. 70% win rate.
I
Sign
think
me
the
up.
alt already makes it impossible to put it in D tier, lowest tier.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it's
Definitely.
3.
enough on its own.
Yeah, I think it's 3. You don't think it's A?
No, I think he'd have to be kind of a decent Phoenix player above this criteria of just being average in terms of your own hero pool
Right.
for you to push it into the second tier.
Okay.
Percentage-based damage is pretty fun.
Yeah, this hero can do mad damage with Veil and talents.
Yeah, I've been melted by some Veil Phoenixes in my time, that's for sure. Some other heroes that I thought about, Axe. Axe is a fun hero, because Cool is more fun than Hoofstomp, I think. So does he get S tier? Or does he not, because you've got Stampede and Culling Blade's kind of a boring spell? It looks cool, actually. How fun is Culling Blade? In your
It
opinion?
is quite cool. Loud chop sound, jumping in the air. But again, I feel like there's not enough shebang to his kit to get him above the third tier.
About the third tier, he's currently A tier.
Yeah, so that's second.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I see him as slap bang average.
So you see him as
Yeah.
third tier?
Third tier,
Axe
yeah.
from behind is not fun at all.
Oh, you still blink cool. If you
And
can
then
get...
die.
Yeah, but...
Even if you're ahead as Axe, I feel like it's still a laborious game where you've got this crappy mana pool and you just blink. Even if you're ahead, how do you kill heroes? Because you don't just blink and call them and then just look at them.
And then they die.
They don't die unless
Mate,
they've got a
no.
million creep around them.
Yeah, you just got to be good at the game.
Well,
Axe is a fun hero. Blink Blade
Naked-
Mail, you
I
can.
don't
Naked
think it's that
Axe
fun.
Naked Axe set bumps it up a tier. Like
Yeah.
axe punching, that's a lot of fun. Axeless axe, that's
What do we think about Timbersaw? Because this is quite a unique hero.
That has to be second tier.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I
A tier.
Yeah,
Yes.
how could that not be? Timber's flying all over the place, slicing and dicing.
What about Batrider? There's another unique hero. Is this another lock-in for A tier?
Really? I don't know. I feel like fourth.
What? Batrider? He's got flying movement. He's got flaming lasso.
He rides on a bat.
He spams napalm on people, and like if you can do some really funky Batrider stuff.
I
With
think
napalm stuff.
it's a missile dream. I don't think this
Fake
hero
dream.
would be fun on average.
Blink
I think he's-
initiators are fun.
Yeah, that's
Lasso's a fun
true.
spell. You can drag people over cliffs. You can cliff people.
But I think he's got literally just that. Whereas these other blink initiators have at least a little bit more than him.
Okay, I'm going to throw at you some mid heroes that I want you to rank because I've well, actually, I won't say where I popped them, but so Leshrac, Lena, and Queen of Pain, considered quite fun heroes by my standards.
I like Quap. I think she's cool, but does she get into the second tier? I'm not certain. I think she's definitely 3, but can she get into the second? I think she does in the mid to late game when she's got a couple items.
Blink is fun.
It is fun, but like you only have that
Shadow,
maxed in the mid late game.
The dagger in the laning stage is fun. Scream of Pain or a Sonic Wave is fun.
Sonic Wave's cool.
I don't know. I feel like she's the least fun of mid laners.
Oh.
I don't know. I think Lestrac's well boring.
Really?
Honestly. Yeah. But Lena's a lot of fun.
Lena is fun. Lesh was really fast.
Yeah, I like the race pony bit to Lesh. Running around,
I've got all of them.
Magic damage, really flashy, doing high damage. That's pretty cool.
Melting Towers is fun.
Yes, Melting Towers is really fun. Yeah,
Edict is fun.
Yeah, level 25 Edict is fun as well. Just literally melt towers twice as fast as before, twice as much fun. I've got all 3 of them in A tier.
I would put them 2.5. I'd want to put them all 2.5.
Well, that's
B
not an
minus,
option, so.
A minus.
Well, just to give some context, the heroes that are B tier of the mids that are similar, I've got TA, OD, Pugna, Zeus,
Pugna and Zeus and Sky.
Sky is A tier at least.
Sky's not fun. I don't know. I don't find Sky that fun.
Is fast and blowing spells from.
You're not a scripter.
But eventually you just fall off and get blown.
Nah, not
maybe Sky's too fun. Maybe Sky's fun.
I think TA should go in the 4th tier.
TA's fun. Sideblading people's fun and then blowing them up in 2 shots with a Deso is fun.
Still 4th.
You reckon? Where's Alchemist?
He's probably
prior to being nerfed.
Now, let's say in his current state.
I think Alchemist is fun.
Greevil's
if you give Ag Scepter to your team.
Adam's just too much of a giver. He loves helping others.
That was my favorite, was going mid-Alch and then getting a Radiance, and then the next 4 items were Ags that you give to everybody. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm cut from the same cloth Dota-wise as Adam. my idea of fun is not gifting Aghanim Scepters. Here's an interesting one, because this one kind of breaks the mold. Shadow Fiend, in theory, a boring hero, because his 3 spells, other than his ult, do exactly the same thing. And then obviously he's got his Necro Mastery passive that's a passive that is pretty boring. And his ult is, on the face of it, quite boring. Obviously there are combo potentials, but he's also an iconic mid laner, sort of the skill mid laner, given that he's the 1v1 hero, and just, I feel like a lot of people flex their Shadow Fiend. Like, a lot of the mid laners flex their SF as like, I'm good at the game because I win with SF.
He's at least A tier because of just pure outplay potential.
Yeah. I have him in the A tier, which is interesting because his spells are kind of boring. I don't know what makes him fun. It's just, I think,
raise.
Yeah, you just feel like a god when you play him for some reason.
I've got a lot of spells. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess other heroes have got 4, but he's got 4 pretty active cool ones, 3 raises and a Requiem. And if you can get Yule's plays or Blink plays off, he also looks badass, can hit hard. He is a cool hero, to be fair. I mean, think about how cool a Veno ult is compared to a Requiem. It's like Veno is just dog trash. Like some green mist.
Personally attacked over here.
Yeah.
Farted on the screen compared to a Requiem of
smells. And then imagine you hit a Gale and then Shadow Fiend just tries to waddle away and he can't. He just blows up. And there goes all of his soul.
That's not fun. That's like... that's just backwards, isn't it?
Do you want me to run through some position 1s that I have A tier? Well, I suppose Legion Commander's not a 1. There's quite a few offlaners flying about here. Axe, Kunkka. Kunkka's an offlaner these days, by the way. That's a topic for another day. This offlane Kunkka source that's coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Sand King, Night Stalker, Legion Commander, Timber. Slardar, I feel like he has to go down. I don't know why I got Slardar on A tier. He's not very fun. Bat Rider, Enigma, Black Hole just is A tier.
I don't know why you're putting all these guys second tier.
It's a bell curve. It's pretty well done, this tier list, mate.
Is it?
There's most of the heroes are in the 3rd tier, and then there's about the same number in A tier and C tier, and then the same number in S tier and D tier, and it's like a bell curve, if you know what I mean.
Are you going to post this tier list?
So I'll put it on the Discord for sure with the episode, and you can look deeper into it. I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh yeah, the carries. Anti-Mage I put A tier. Faceless Void as well. They were the 2 that made it into A tier. Oh, and Ursa. I put Ursa A tier.
Yeah, I'd agree with Anti-Mage and Ursa because they can be active, or if not, they're very mobile. I feel like Void's ult is too long a cooldown to push him from 3rd to 2nd tier, in my eyes. But yeah.
Okay, but Time Warp's quite fun. And Bash is quite fun.
The bash thing is quite cool. If you get a double bash where you bash, that is immensely satisfying.
Right. What do you think about Weaver?
To be fair, that could push 2nd.
Fun.
Scuttling around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like Sakuchi's, I guess, is a fun spell, but other than that, he's just so boring.
Get to the backlines, get a bit of time lapse as well when you're dying.
Yeah, I've got him in the 3rd tier. The B tier, but I think that's where he'll stay.
I think that's where he'll stay.
Here's a controversial one for you. Clinks. Where are you putting Clinks?
I've not actually played the newish Clinks. I've played very little Clinks, if I'm honest. Right. I would probably put him C
tier.
Yeah. Wait,
really?
No, I mean B. I mean 3.
Okay, 3.
His ult looks quite fun, right?
His ult's fun. Yeah, see, I've got him in A tier, but I feel like I might have to pop him down to B tier.
Getting an Ags takes so long. And that's when it gets fun.
Yeah. It is fun blowing up supports in strafe duration.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a funny hero. I think Pangolier is a lock for A tier. Just rolling,
so. At least
rolling thunder.
Yeah, he could be S tier. I don't play him, but like...
That's true.
Rolling around, jumping all over the place. Every swashbuckle is like a mini game. I feel like that's...
Vector targeting spell and Rolling Thunder. That's a good case for S tier, to be fair.
Yeah.
Might have to consider that. Here's an interesting one. Tinker.
Nope.
I think this is a little bit dull, the AFK nature of the guy. And
constant uptime, though.
It's constant uptime, but into what? Rearms? It's monotonous. It's too monotonous to just march to the machine, creep. And then, it's okay, the rare time you do get involved in a fight, that can be fun, getting like 5 Dagons off, but I think it's outweighed by the creeping.
Okay.
The creeping.
The creeping.
Do you know what I mean? It's not like it's too much brain power in my eyes to be fun to play Tinker. It's not like another hard carry where it's kind of, you know what I mean, you're not pressing as many buttons, a bit more chillax. With Tinker, it's like overcharge.
Yeah, it's a bit like Morph as well. Just
that's what I mean. There's too taxing.
Too taxing mentally, yeah. Okay, I can see that one. Here's one for Adam, or I'll run through the supports that I've got as A tier. Not many, to be fair. Tusk, I've got as A tier. Mirana, I've got as A tier. Crystal Maiden, I've got. Dark Willow, I've got. I mean, I don't know if you could call Enigma support. Not really. He's like a jungler.
I don't think Enigma's that fun. He's really slow. He's only
Black Hole gets
Black Hole's beast, but it's 3-minute cooldown.
It gets you A tier. Black Hole gets you A tier.
Yeah, but then it gets cancelled after a 1 second on average.
Yeah, but you get to
That's all you need.
You get to jungle instead of helping your offlaner. That's pretty fun.
Jungle's dead.
I've got Shadow Demon A tier as well. Out of those supports, I've got the hiccups. Feels bad. Tusk is probably the most fun. Maybe Dark Willow? I don't know. Tusk
I don't
is
even
pretty
think
fun.
Tusk is a support. I mean, that's kind of what he is, but I don't play him. I guess Snowball, and I can see why you would think he's fun. Tag team, very not fun.
Ganks.
Well,
there aren't many 5s that I would describe as fun. Maybe Crystal Maiden is the only one I can think of. Rubik, I suppose. Like
Lion or Rasta,
they're both B tier for me. I've got Vengeful Spirit B tier as well.
What? Venge in the same tier as Lion? Have you ever used Finger of Death?
Have you ever used
Swap, sir?
Swap? Yeah. Boring. It's like getting a fissure block, high value, but is it really getting you excited?
Yeah, it's a BKB piercing disable. It's Finger of Death pierce BKB.
No, but you can blow someone from 1 to 0.
Yeah, Venge is having fun through Magic Immunity. That's a strong case right there. I've got Winter Wyvern as well in the B tier.
What? Third tier? Wyvern's a definite. I'm biasing Wyvern into the second tier.
It's why Winter's Curse isn't even that fun.
Oh, it is, man. The zoning potential, the kill potential. Your W is a low cooldown spell that does a high amount of damage as well. You can farm with that. You can do big damaging fights with that. You've got cliff pathing with your Q. Get 6 positioning. You can get saves off as well. This guy's got a lot to his kit, honestly. Second tier.
All right. Adam, what do you think out of those supports? I've also got Bane in this category.
Bane is B.
Not fun.
Bane is B. You get 10-second Fiend script.
Yeah, Bane is a very specific type of fun. I think Wyvern's really fun.
You think Wyvern could be A tier then?
Yeah, I think Lion would be A tier though.
You think who? Lion?
Lion's the most popular support here.
You just grief on him, Stan?
Lions are so average. I don't know.
I'm not saying it's my favorite, but that's what people love to do, man. They love Hex or Spike.
Yeah, maybe. I guess so. It's just they're the same. He's got 2 of the same spell to me. It's like Hex and Spike are the same spell. So he's got a disable and he's got Finger of Death. For me, that's not A tier. A tier, you're bumping up to Crystal Maiden, Dark Willow. They've got 3 different spells that do different things. That's just my criteria.
That's your
Yeah, that's a tough gig. Silencer, he was almost in D tier. I just think this hero's not fun. As a support, it's so boring.
Okay, you had a blast as core.
Yeah, see, I did have a blast as core, because core Silencer is fun. But support Silencer is boring. As is Dazzle and Witch Doctor and Shaman. Maybe Shaman gets B tier, I don't know. But the others are pretty boring. That's
Where did you put Magnus?
B tier. Because
middle third.
Yeah, RP's fun, and then Skewer is fun. He's got 2 fun spells.
Yeah.
Position 4 Magnus has to be 50
D tier.
Yeah. If you can get some farm, then maybe he can get into the 3rd tier.
You still have RP.
Beating a power on a stick is not fun.
No.
I guess another criteria would be how many of their spells are fun. That would be an interesting criteria. There'd be some movement if that was the case.
Yeah, and then give a fun rating to each spell and then see who wins.
Well, yeah, if you really wanted to go deep, maybe. when that'll be like our TI-10 content piece when we inevitably get hired on the back of this incredible episode.
Yeah.
They'll make us do a full rundown where we rate every spell out of 10 for each hero, add all the points together and see which is the most fun hero. I feel like Invoker just auto wins. I don't know how we account for that.
I'll do balance Invoker.
Yeah. Where do you think Gyrocopter should be? Because I feel like Gyro's got a shout as being really fun.
He's active.
Yeah.
A lot of split damage, that's kind of fun. You do early game magic damage and can run around. And then late game you get to do the big damage Ags with flak cannon.
Yeah. I can see the Gyro. I mean, we could run through these all day, but we don't have all day.
Yeah.
So, I will
leave it
post-
up to the Discord.
Yes, I will post this fun tier list on the Discord, and people can berate me for my choices. I will make some amendments off of Marco and Adam's council, like moving Clockwork down from an S tier. I actually have no idea what I was thinking there. That's actually extremely questionable. I'm just going to keep Wyvern B tier just to trigger Marco and Adam, and I think the Discord's going to back me up. Zero is not as fun as they're saying that it is. And yeah, that's about it. That's episode 56. Join us again for 57. I think this episode's going to go on a Thursday. No Tuesday episode. We didn't do a Tuesday episode this week. I don't know basically what the schedule will be going forward. Haven't fully decided whether we'll just do like weekly episodes. Might be a bit easier. So we'll have to see. But anything that we do decide will be communicated. But for now, I can say that the next episode for sure will be Friday at the latest, as in a week after this episode drops. So yeah.
All right, let's go play an all random.
Yes, that's actually happening.
Play a what?
All random.
Is that what Adam said?
Yeah.
Yeah, all random's good fun, isn't it?
Yeah. There you go.